Well, Jesse.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Dad. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, honey.
Okay, I really appreciate your being here today to talk about a little Greek language, and you're growing up with the Greek-speaking parents. Can you tell that story of when you went to school when you were in first grade and the first day of first grade? What happened?
First day of first grade. It's just like yesterday. I went in. The teacher asked me, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm fine, thank you." And she was sort of mortified and sent me home.
Did she honestly send you home?
She did.
Because you couldn't understand English.
That's right.
So how did you, did you just walk home?
Well, our home in the Central Grade School is just like a block.
5 bucks, about 4 bucks. Okay. So were you sad?
I was real sad.
Were you crying?
Oh, I wasn't crying. I was just sad.
Oh, Dad.
First day of school, and I got sent home.
Okay, so what did you do the second day?
Second day, I was prepared.
Okay, tell us about the second day.
She said, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 6." And she said, "You can stay."
Okay, so you basically learned to speak English while going to first grade at school?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, nice. And how did you feel with the other kids at the school? And were you just used to interacting in Greek with your family and
The other kids were looking at me as though I was from another space. I didn't know how to speak English. I was in school with them. I was doing my best. And now we look forward to more progress in George's life in grade school.
Okay, so as would you say by the end of first grade you knew how to speak English?
I did.
Okay, great. So when your parents would address you in the morning, would they, or throughout the day, would they say, what did they call you? Did they call you George? Did they call you Yorgo? What did they call you?
Yorgi.
Yorgi?
Yeah.
And your dad and your mom?
And my mom.
Didn't you tell me once that your dad called you George and your mom called you?
No, we spoke English to my dad and Greek to my mother.
Ah, okay, nice. So when they would answer the phone, what did they say? Did they say ne, malista, oriste, bros? What was the answer?
Bros.
Bros, okay. And when you answered the phone, did you say hello or did you say bros?
I said hello.
Okay, all right. And how did they usually ask you how you were? Did they say posise, tikanis? What was the phrase, or do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. So posise σήμερα.
Είμαι πολύ καλά, ευχαριστώ.
Πολύ καλά. Χαίρομαι. All right, well, thank you so much for sharing that story about your first day of first grade and the progress that you made. Okay, so let me just ask you one other question, Dad. When people speak to you in Greek today, considering that you spent the first 6 years of your life only speaking Greek, how do you feel? Does it make you feel good when someone speaks to you in Greek?
It doesn't make me feel anything different than normal conversation.
Okay. And your grandchildren, if they know how to say some things in Greek, does that bring you any pleasure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Pleasure. That's all pleasure.
Dad, would you say that your mom or your dad had a larger influence on you in terms of this extraordinary outlook you've had on life forever?
My dad.
Your dad? Can you tell us a little bit about him?
He was strict. He expected a lot. We worked hard because whenever there was something to be done on the apartments in Liberty Lake, the boats, Danny and I were called upon to do the job, and we did it. So at an early age, I learned how to work. And my dad was the leader of the crew. My sister was the ticket taker at the merry-go-round. My brother was the ball player at the ball game where you throw balls and hit bottles. And I was in a popcorn stand where you would throw darts, and if you could hit a Cracker Jack, you could buy a Cracker Jack. And that's how I grew up.
Nice. Okay. So did your dad, although he was strict, was there kefi? Like, did you Was it harsh, his strictness, or was there a good feeling?
It was a good feeling. It was, you know, that if my dad wanted something done, we would do it. He was,
Otherwise,
otherwise we were, you might say, in not good standing with my dad.
got it.
But most of the time we were in good standing with my dad.
Okay, and how about your mom?
My mom was easygoing, was full of love and kindness. We had a little cabin. It was right on the lake shore. And my mother was always worried about us because we were at a lake, and she was always worried that we might fall in the water and not be found. But we never seemed to get to that point.
Was she always feeding people?
She was always feeding people. A lot of Greek people would come from Spokane to Liberty Lake, and they would always stay or come to our cabin. My mother would roll out the hospitality cart. We would all eat together. We would enjoy together. Their family, our family, all the Greek families were one. So at the end, everything seemed to improve as we developed our ability to speak English. There was a lady by the name of Mrs. Dinos, Bill Dinos' mother, and we were always really good friends with the Dinoses. Other than that, life was normal.
Okay. I appreciate your taking the time, Dad, to share a little bit with us.
I'm very happy to share anytime I can with you.
Πολύ ωραία.
Ωραία.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Παρακαλώ.
Okay, Dad. Thanks so much.
There we are.
Yeah.
Εγώ και εσύ.